Hello and welcome to the Northern California Super 100 Basketball Camp presented by Jeremy Russotti and the 1% Basketball Club. My name is Jason O'Neill. We're here in Northern California at El Cerrito High School with 100 of Northern California's top prep basketball players. World-renowned super trainer Alan Stein from Nike is here as well for what should be an exciting and eventful day of hoops.
I grew tired, better safe than one night. Pack my things, told the one I love I'll be back one day. Through the fight, through the pain, booked a flight, took a plane, told her not to cry. I'll be back one day. Been dreaming this since I was young, so baby girl, I'll be going till I'm gone, gone, till I'm gone, gone, till I'm gone, gone. Better safe than one night, pack my things, told the one I love I'll be back one day. Through the fight, through the pain, booked a flight, took a plane, told her not to cry. I'll be back one day.
That was like 2015. Jason Webster, 2013. St. Patrick's English High School. Boy Bird, class of 2013.
Name and school.
Leo Smith, 2015. Below middle. David A. Herman Catholic, class of 2012.
Tanner Gooding, senior, Windsor High School.
My name is Winston Morris Walker. Go to Berkeley High. Class of 2012. Going to Oregon State.
Jason O'Neill here at the NorCal Super 100 with Johnny Vassar, prep school player. What school do you go to, Johnny?
Lamere School in Indiana.
And what year are you?
2014.
What kind of goals do you have coming up for this upcoming school year, both team-wise and individually?
Well, individually, just improve my three-point range, consistency, more like just making more of a consistent jump shooter. For a team goal, we have a really good team with Hannah Pereira and some other top guys in the country at our school. So hopefully get into the top of those teams and beat some of those teams we play.
So Johnny, what do you have on the schedule for this year? What teams are you going up against that are nationally known?
Few that our coach told us is Finley Prep is confirmed, Oak Hill also, and Montrose Christian. And there's a few more I can't really think of at the moment, but yeah, we have some top schools.
That's fine. Also, if you could talk to us about, we see the USA logo on your jersey. Were you on a tryout for the under-16 team or what?
Yes, I was. I went up to Colorado Springs for the USA trials, and it was a great experience overall. So,
how do you feel as though going against that top level of competition helps you improve your game?
It helped a lot. Just getting to play against kids with similar talent, and now I transferred schools into a high school, a prep school. So playing against bigger guys and everything like that is going well.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Tanner Goodings. I'm a senior and I go to Windsor High School.
So Tanner, when you get a chance to square off some other elite competition like this, do you try and show out, or do you just let your normal game do the talking?
No, I always try my hardest when I play. So whenever I have like an opportunity like this, I always want to show how hard I can play and just give it my all.
What are your goals for the season, team-wise and also individually?
My goal is to get my teammates better, be looking decent, and hopefully we can win the OAL championship.
Taylor Johns, class of 2012, St. Croix Cathedral.
Now, how important do you feel it is to kind of work on your body? For instance, Alan and Jeremy were doing a lot of body techniques, core strength training. How much do you work on that as well as your normal basketball skills like shooting and things like that?
Well, we do that, like my school, we do that every other day. We have to go work out, do like half of the things she told us to do today, we do it like every day out of school, just like make sure our body's straight, because I mean our body gonna take us. I mean we're not nothing without our body. I mean we have to make sure our body's good in order for us to play.
Do you think camps like this also give you an opportunity to work on more individual, like he was talking about training for the draft, where sometimes in high school, your coaches are just trying to train you to get wins for them?
Yeah, I think this does because you play against the top players all around, so they're going to push you, so that makes you push yourself even more. Like you have to, the people in front of you could take the ball from you, so you have to dribble harder.
Hello, I'm Jason O'Neill at the NorCal Super 100 basketball camp with Aaron Gordon, one of the top recruits in the class of 2013. Aaron, how's it going? Can you just start off by telling us what school you are and what year you are?
Archbishop Mitty High, 2013.
If you could tell us a little bit about your journey, how you've gotten here. Have you played on any of the USA under 18 teams, anything like that?
Oh yeah, I played on Oakland Soldiers, and then I played on the USA under 16 team. We went to Cancun. I mean, it's been a great journey, man. It's just I love playing basketball, and I'm gonna just continue to keep doing it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, with the Oakland Soldiers in your AAU tournament, or your AAU this summer, how did you guys do individually as well as the team?
We were a great team, but I mean, we didn't get enough wins as we needed to. So I mean, it's all this talk about being great and as good as we were, but if we didn't win, then I mean, it's not really nothing. But we just didn't perform to what we needed to be.
Back again, Jason O'Neill at the NorCal Super 100 with Jabari Bird, one of the top recruits in the class of 2013. As far as colleges goes, what are you looking at? What kind of interest are you getting?
I'm looking at the Pac-12 real tough right now. You know, my top two schools are Arizona and Washington, and right now I'm getting looks from all over the Pac.
Now, just looking forward to this coming year, what kind of goals have you set for yourself individually as well as for your team?
For my team, get the state championship, and for myself, you know, decide the best year possible.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you. All right. Steven Domingo, one of the 2013 top prospects. Steven, tell us about your journey coming along and from before preps to now you're apparently a part of the USA basketball organization.
Yes, sir. I've been playing basketball, organized basketball since I was probably 8 or 9. I mean, my dad didn't play basketball, mom didn't play basketball, but they both love sports. They taught me that hard work and anything that I want to do is something that would get me far. And I mean, my dad's athletic, so he would go in and rebound for me. I started shooting, and then next thing I know, I'm 11. I can shoot NBA threes, and that's what I built my game on. I'm a shooter, and that's what coaches love. That's why, even though I don't really listen to all those rankings, why I'm ranked so high, I can just really shoot the ball. That's what I pride myself on. Coach Russotti's made me get some separation, though, in my game, which has really helped. I really enjoy working out.
That I've learned having had the opportunity to be around the best players on the planet, one of the main things that separates them from everybody else that plays this game is they understand the difference between waiting for a workout to start and the difference between preparing for a workout to start. If you don't learn anything else from me, you need to learn how to prepare to play at the highest level. And the best players also take advantage of every opportunity that they have. They don't just get up for games. They get up for every single workout, every day. Every set, every rep, every shot they take matters. If you can have that mindset, then you'll maximize your ability. In my opinion, one of the top 5 or 10 point guards that ever played the game said, if everyone, that includes you guys, worked as hard as they possibly could, I, Steve Nash, would not have a job. What does that mean? Sir, stand up. He is humble enough to understand that some of you sitting here right now were probably born with better tools than he was. And that if you would commit to excellence every single day to work as hard as possible, he wouldn't be able to hang with you because of your commitment to do that. But lucky for him, and I use that term loosely, most people aren't willing to do that. Most of you, and I don't mean just the 100 of you sitting here, I mean the entire basketball community, won't come anywhere close to maximizing their basketball ability because they don't do the things that they're sure to do. There's no secret. There is no secret out there. Anyone tells you that they've got the secret is absolutely fully, you know what? We both showed you real quick today, there wasn't a lot of time, some very practical things you can do in training to maximize your game, to be the best player you can be. Be careful, you have to come here. Let's go. Go! Yeah.
Alan's really focused a lot on strengthening your core and kind of having a body type. We know, especially with today's professional athletes, they're world-class athletes, bigger, stronger, faster. Do you find that getting these kids younger and starting them on these drills is really providing this kind of bigger, stronger, faster athlete?
Yeah, you know, basketball has changed so much in the last 25 years where in the early 80s, strength training and getting in the weight room was looked down upon. You thought it would mess up your shot, and now there's been this evolution that it can make you even a better basketball player. So you're going to see a growing trend of players being better at a younger age, which then is just going to transition to the professional level where we're going to see much more up-paced, tempo, quicker, stronger players that are going to help the game as a whole.
I know you guys can jump. Most of you guys can jump out of the gym, but we have to subconsciously prepare your body and joints to land safely. Again, if your goal is to play this game at a high level for 12 more years, you have to take care of your body. And if you don't know how to land correctly, that's the worst impact you can have. That's impact on your ankles, knees, and hips. It will shorten your career, so we got to make sure that we're teaching you how to land. So from here, you'll jump. Nice, quiet, soft landing. I'm on balance. I'm ready to make another move. I'll say it again, and we'll turn this direction. So work on your jumping, but I want a soft, quiet landing. All right, so when I say jump, we're all turning 90 degrees to the right. Jump! Soft landing. Hey, the key to the game of basketball is being on balance. If you are not on balance, you're shooting, you're passing, you're defending, everything goes down. So when you land, if you're up on your tiptoes doing this, you're not on balance. To be a player, you gotta land and be ready to move in another direction. At all times, you're ready to move in another direction. All right, quarter turn right. Jump! 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 To the left, jump! 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 Half turn, 180 degrees, up from here. Half turn, half turn. Right, jump! And like a cat, like a cow. There's not much that separates you if I was walking this gym. Your goal in the next 4 hours is to find something that separates you from the guy next to you. Whether it's your enthusiasm, your effort, being a good teammate, or your game, you find something that separates you from the next guy. Because we've got roughly 100 best in here, right? There ain't 100 draft picks. You guys understand that, right? You guys know that. Every single one of you is going after the same thing, and there ain't that many spots. I know you probably haven't played musical chairs since you were kids, little kids, but life is a game of musical chairs. So say, find something to separate yourself in the next 4 or 5 hours, and we're gonna have a great day. Awesome job. I'll be back with you guys in a couple hours. Awesome work. I appreciate you guys.
Jason O'Neill from the NorCal Super 100 basketball camp with super trainer Alan Stein here. Alan, when you see a special player, they tend to really pop out for you. Did anybody today kind of stand out for you?
There were several players that did, and I'm not going to comment on them by name, but I tell you what's interesting. For me as a strength and conditioning coach, the things that pop out are different than what other coaches see, and it really, a lot of times it has nothing to do with ability. It has much more to do with how focused they are, if they make good eye contact, do they listen to directions. When you come to an event like this where everybody can play, everyone's a high-level player, those are the things that stick out, and those are the things that separate kids. And I can usually tell within about 5 minutes whether a kid, quote-unquote, gets it or not. And there were a handful of them here that do.
To that end, earlier in the day you were talking about saying thank you and things that weren't necessarily basketball related. How important do you think it is to teach as well as coach?
Ultimately, that's my mission. We're trying to make a positive impact on these young men that we work with. And although all of them have dreams of grandeur and want to play in the NBA, and I want to support that, and I'm happy that that's what they want to do, the reality is they all won't make it. And we want to make sure that we're setting these kids up to be successful in life and whatever they do. I mean, my playing days are far behind me, but I still get to make my living traveling the world because of the game of basketball. And we want to make sure that kids understand that what it takes to be successful on the court is the same things it'll take to be successful in anything that they do, and that's the type of stuff that we want to make sure that we're sharing and preaching to them.
To that end, a lot of these players won't end up in the NBA and they may end up in the D League. How important do you think it is for those fringe players to gain confidence against other elite talent?
At the end of the day, each kid's goal should only be to maximize their own ability. It's for them to be the best player that they can be. They need to control or focus on the things that they can control. They can't control the other players. They can't control how much other talent's out there. They really can't even control whether they make it as far as the NBA. They need to worry about maximizing their own talent and their natural gifts, and that's done physically, that's done emotionally, and that's done through proper mental training and the skill work and all the things we're about here at NorCal's finest.
With that, would you say that those type of influences are just as important as shooting a jump shot or practicing your dribbling?
Absolutely. I would even argue that they're more important than that, because when you get to a high level that these kids are approaching, everybody can play. Everybody can shoot. Everybody can dribble. Everybody's fast. They all have those. So you've got to find something else that separates you. And a lot of times it's these intangible qualities. It's being a good teammate. It's having a great work ethic. It's understanding the difference between waiting for a workout and preparing for a workout. It's the mental side. Those are the things that separate players.
Now,
Kick it back, straight left. So, if you're losing the ball doing this drill, you're not a dribbler. You have to practice stuff you do in the game. People fouling you, people pushing on you, crossover patterns to add on to work your core. Short distances dribbling. This is what's more functional. Dribble turns in the game. I want to be high. He's going to go as hard as he can. Now when he's doing this, I'm going to sit here like this and I'm going to cover the ball. Now, when I say start fouling, TJ, I want you to start fouling this crossover. Start fouling this crossover, all right? TJ knows how to get it rocking. Get it rocking, TJ. Let's go. Come on, get it rocking. Come on, get the ball rocking. Get the ball rocking. Let's go. Come on, don't lose the ball. Don't lose the ball. Let's go. Come on. Good. And stop. Excellent. Now, you are going to get fouled on your crossover. You have to get used to contact. You can't let your mom in the stands say, "Oh, referee, it's a foul. He's fouling my son. He's handshaking my son." No, get full contact. Contact shouldn't bother you. Here we go. First partner. Ready? Set. Go. Go on again. When I say go, push up. Because that's an important move. This is meaningless. Also between the legs stuff, you don't need that. Come here. Come on, go back, go back. Got to strong. Come on, 4 times, go. Come on. Come back. Go. Go. Come back. Look how long he is. Look how long his shoulders are. He's got it in. Come on, TJ. Go. He's tired.
yeah, Jeremy's really focusing on kind of individual trainings, things that are going to make the guys better as a player, versus a lot of times they get stuck with their team coaches who are really just about winning games. How important do you think it is for them to get this kind of NBA draft type of training?
Oh, it's super valuable. There's no one else out there that is taking their teaching and implementing basketball skills on the court like he is. For us, it's always individually you can get better, and it's going to help the team. And that's what Jeremy does. He has such a revolutionary training style that's functional. And I think that's the biggest thing. Both he and Alan Stein have talked about being functional on the court, and that transcends into playing games, and that's what they both provide.
Jabari Bird, one of the top recruits in the class of 2013. Jabari, what high school are you going to?
Salesian High School.
And you're very involved with Jeremy and the 1% Basketball Club. Talk about how Jeremy has helped you grow as a basketball player.
I've been in a few workouts. He's helped me a lot. He puts me through a lot of good work, makes me go hard. So it's real good.
Now, do you think the conditioning drills that he's doing to kind of strengthen your body as well as working on the basketball skills have helped you individually?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel way more explosive now.
Absolutely. Now, as far as explosive, are you talking about first step type of thing or just overall, defensively, everything?
Just everything, getting bigger, stronger, all that.
Absolutely. Now, we all know to play at that next level, you really have to have kind of a world-class athlete's body. Do you feel as though starting early with Jeremy is going to really benefit you in the long run?
Yeah, definitely, because by the time I get to college, I'll have a head start on most of the people there.
one guy at the free throw line, give me one man for the block. And the other two are going to talk. And the color doesn't matter. And I'll start one of you leads the passes up here. One of you. Now, here's the drill. All right, next one. Let's go. Let's go. That's the ball. That's the ball. All right, so we're going to play one-on-one now. If you score, he stays. I like the way you play. I may say, hey, man, can you do me a favor? Can you not shoot every single time you go down the court? Because you're really embarrassing yourself. And you may go, okay, man, I got you. And if he doesn't listen to me, then I'm probably going to go back and ask him to take his jersey off. That's just how I run my events. Because I want to see people playing hard, and I want to see people playing as hard as they can.
It was a great showing of the talent in the area. We had Jeremy Russotti and Alan Stein came out to share a lot of the skills and performance stuff that they do with the top players. So I think the guys got a lot out of it.
And Jeremy and Alan, they come out here and do this for nothing. How do you think that it helps today's players?
Well, you know, it's a lot of coaches and trainers out here who really have the passion, whose goal is to, you know, help the kids get better. And for guys at that level to come out and give their time for free is unbelievable.
Jason O'Neill here at the NorCal Super 100 Basketball Camp with Jeremy Russotti, president and owner of 1% Basketball Club. Jeremy, if you could tell us a little bit about the 1% Basketball Club and what you're really looking to accomplish.
Yeah, 1% Club, it was started a long time ago. It was started in 2003. It was mostly as kind of a joke. We had two players, and myself who thought we really trained at the highest level possible. And so we kind of made this moniker that we train at the highest 1%. So the company really, the moniker is really used for that we felt that we trained at the top 1%, and there was only about 1% of people that really could take that level of training.
Absolutely. Now, today's camp, how do you think it went today?
I think it was phenomenal. For the first run, there really wasn't any problems. The training was great. Alan was phenomenal. The skill sessions went really well. I couldn't be happier. The talent level was phenomenal. The parents, everybody was very thankful. I think it was a very positive community event.
As far as the talent level, when you're evaluating talent, are you looking for not only basketball skills, but some of the things that you were coaching earlier in the day, like core training, and people who are really looking to actually work on their fitness?
Well, a lot of these kids I've never seen. So we went through a lot of the top lists, recruiting lists, the prep websites, the AU coaches. So we really utilized their knowledge because I'm not out here with these kids training them necessarily. So, you know, as we go on, those are some things that we hope will be the most important part when evaluating kids. And hopefully we'll get our message out of how important skill training is, how important the stuff like Alan was doing, so that when the kids come in, they already know what to expect.
With your type of training, you were describing it as NBA draft type of training versus a lot of times when these kids are at their local high schools, a lot of times the coaches are just trying to win games. How important do you think it is to kind of get that individualized training?
Well, I think it's a necessary evil. The coaches look at us as probably people just trying to make money. We look at ourselves as artists. And the problem is the coaches have a really valid argument because a lot of the training that they're seeing for these kids, it's really not improving them. They might get a little bit better, but when you get a true skill artist who can really make a player better, we can be the difference between them making millions of dollars or not playing basketball at all. Now that can't be for every kid, but there's no doubt in my mind that with the right skill trainer, any kid can reach that next level. But the problem is there's only a small percentage of those trainers around, so that most coaches don't support training. They'd rather see them play because they're going to just get better with the tendencies on the court.
Absolutely. Finally, finishing up, we heard some things out in there today. For instance, Alan was talking about making sure you say thank you. How important do you think it is to not only kind of coach these guys, but also be a teacher as well?
Well, I mean, you know, that's what we are. We're teaching them about basketball. There's other parts of it there that they can get better at as well. So we want them to say, hey, nice pass after someone passes them the ball. We want them to say thank you for, you know, coaches that were here donating their time or skill trainers or whatever it may be. We want them to really look at this event, and maybe 5 years down the road when some of these guys are in the NBA or college, they're coming back like some of the guys you've seen, and maybe they'll be helpers. So hopefully we can build that level now, and maybe 5 to 10 years down the road, some of these guys are in the NBA and coming back and speaking at the event on how important this stuff is for kids and their development. In NorCal here, we don't have a lot of NBA players. We have a lot of really good nationally ranked players, but we don't have a lot of NBA players. We should. There's no excuse. And so if we can get the top 5 to 10 to 20 to 30 kids on the right path, we can have a higher percentage of players playing professional basketball, and that's what it's all about.
So Jeremy, staying with that teaching topic, you actually mentioned to the kids that if they weren't quote-unquote playing the right way, they could get pulled out of a game. How important do you think it is that the kids play the right way?
Well, an event like this, it can just get out of hand really quickly. A lot of events that people run are dominated by games, and they're dominated by a lot of one-on-one play. And what it ends up being glorified open gym. And we try to take pride in ourselves to bring the best skill training, but also we really try to control our games. Now, it's really hard when you have all these highly ranked players and everybody wants to see them dunk, and you got all these, YouTube video people around you. So it's hard. But we want them to understand that we need you to play a certain way. We don't want to get out of control. We don't want to see guys bouncing balls off their head, throwing it between their legs, because that can ruin the event. It can ruin the experience for the fans, for the coaches, the players, and ourselves. So we don't want people to look bad. We want them to be respectful. We want them to play hard, play right, and they can still have that high-flying dunks and have fun at the same time.